Republican politicians, are you gonna keep sitting on your tail and allow this to keep happening to Donald Trump? When y'all gonna get a backbone? I say just about anything. Hello everyone. Thank you for stopping by today. Thank you. Everybody knows what's going on. Everybody knows what happened to my man. Do you think anything is going to be done about it? Do you? I've never, ever in my entire life seen a man been attacked the way that they are attacking Donald Trump, the Democratic Party. I've never seen it before in my lifetime. God don't like that, y'all. God don't like when you attack one of his soldiers. If I was that judge, prosecutor, and whoever else involved, I would be afraid. And I'm not talking about by man, okay? I'm talking about afraid of what's about to come from the Lord up above. God don't like what y'all doing to this man back there. Oh no, he don't. You are gonna have to pay the price. You are. It's gonna happen. God don't like this. Okay? You got people cheering, jumping up and down and happy all over the internet about Trump being evicted of 34 charges that are really and truly bogus. Charges from back in 2017. Yeah. He was president back then. When you are president, you're supposed to let someone run your business. So he wasn't even running his business back in 2017. He has bookkeepers. His family runs his business. He has accountants, okay? So whatever happened back in 2017, he probably didn't know that it happened. But you know what? They're going to make him accountable for it. Because what is his business? You should have looked over all of your business. Even though you got people running your business, you still got to make sure that they doing right. Well, that's why they hire the professionals, the accountants, you dumbass. That's why they hired them. Usually it falls back on them for their mistakes. We're going to move on. I'm going to show y'all some videos. It's going to make some sense to you. Some of y'all going to be pissed off like you probably even is right now. Even more pissed off. But I know something horrible is about to happen. I don't know when, but I know it's about to happen. Republicans sitting on their ass. All they do is complain. They don't do shit. I'm just sorry. I'm just pissed off today. They talk the talk, but they ain't walking the walk. You see what I'm saying? They not doing that, okay? They act like they for Donald Trump. But then again, you ain't pushing hard on these liberal states and the people that are attacking him and putting bogus charges on him. This need to go way up to the top. The Supreme Court, Superior Supreme Court. This need to go way up top. Now, of course, he's going to appeal. He's going to. I'm probably going to be demonetized or won't get many views on this video. So I need y'all to share it because, you know, this platform is kind of biased a little bit. But that's okay. I just had to come here and say what I had to say today. Listen to this. Listen to Trump's speech, and after that it's going to be Jesse Waters. And pay close attention to what Jesse says. I like Jesse. Hey, Jesse. Hey, I like you. You almost like Tucker, man. Almost.
This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. I'm a very innocent man. And it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. We'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end and we'll win because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess. We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now from prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists. And they're taking over our country. We have a country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never. And we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over.
And this is long from over. Trump will be sentenced on July 11th, a week before the Republican National Convention. Given his clean background, age, and presidential status, it's highly unlikely he'll be sentenced to prison. Although this judge is capable of anything. He's a Biden donor and donates to a group called Stop Republicans. And he spent the last 6 weeks stopping the nation's strongest Republican from campaigning and sometimes even talking.
He's going to be sentenced July the 11th. Y'all, Trump looks a little weary. He's tired, y'all. He's tired. I know he's tired. Because I'm tired, and it's not even happening to me. You know, this man's got to be stressed out. I can tell him lost a little bit of weight, a little bit. Looking good, though. Looking good. Now, Jesse Waters made a lot of sense. He said the judge is a Biden donor. He donated to Biden's campaign. And he donates to a group called Stop Republicans. Is that what he's trying to do? Stop Republicans? So anybody coming to his courtroom is going to be stopped if they're Republican? And they find out that you are a Republican? He's donating money to that group, that fund right there. That's bias within his own self, y'all. What? Donating to the Biden campaign too? Y'all don't see nothing wrong with this, trolls. Y'all don't. God gonna take care of y'all. He's gonna take care of you. You don't believe it. But it's coming, y'all. It's coming to you. God knows what's gonna happen to y'all who doing this to Trump and other people like him. God knows. Moving right along. You can't keep doing somebody bad and expect everything keep going well for you. He may take away your finances, your loved ones, your house, your cars, make you have problems, take away your spouse, she may leave you. You're going to start having chaos all up in your life. I don't pray that happen to nobody, but y'all did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Do you hear me, people who's cheering on this conviction of Donald Trump? Do you hear me? I don't cheer on stuff like that. Not even when it comes to Biden. And I know they crooked. But ain't nothing happening, y'all. They have done way worse than Trump. They ain't even digging into Biden finances. They not Nancy Pelosi. All of them Kamala Harris. Nobody's Obamas. They not even digging. Not even 1 inch. And the Republicans are sitting back letting this happen. Doing nothing. Moving right along. Donald Trump found guilty on 34 felony counts. What a damn shame. Listen to this young man right here.
Let me just remind everyone that New York City is where this trial was held and tried. New York City, an area where in 2020 Biden won with 76% of the vote. Donald Trump received only 23%. Now in this country, you're supposed to have the right to a fair trial. A trial that is heard and decided by a jury of your peers. Now, how would you feel going into it if you know that statistically 76% of that jury is likely to already have inherently, historically hated you to the point where they didn't want to vote for you for president? They didn't support you. Is that fair? Please tell me if that's fair, because I'm very confused with our justice system right now.
Do y'all think that's fair? Put it on down there. Put it on down there. What do y'all think would happen if it was a Democrat, though? They'll be screaming, it's not fair. Especially if it was a Republican judge or Republican state. It's not fair. It's not. 76%, he says, voted for Biden. 23% of Trump. So this was not a fair trial. When you go into court, you're supposed to be able to have a jury of your peers. Was this a jury of his peers? They tried to get the trial moved to another place or state, but you know what? They wouldn't do it. Nope. We want you here because we're going to demolish you for good. We don't want you as president, even though this is still making people love Trump even more. People are pissed off. Are they going to protest? I don't know. They're afraid after January 6th. They're afraid to protest. But Democrats, they get out there and protest and tear up shit. But you know what? We sit back idle. And that's why they keep getting away with stuff. We sit back and we don't do nothing. Now, I'm not telling people to go out there and tear up their city, their town, and rob and steal and kill. I'm not telling people to do that. There's a way to do everything, y'all, where it's peaceful. Do you understand? There's a way to do it, okay? Get out there like some of them damn Palestinian people and block the damn road. Do what they do. But see, we afraid to do that, Republicans and conservatives afraid to do that because we're going to get arrested. They're going to throw us in jail. But they're going to let the people that love the Palestinian people do whatever the hell they want. I'm telling y'all, it's a double standard here in America. Democrats can get away with anything. Now this man just might go to jail. Sentence on July the 11th. What do you think that judge is going to do? What do you think? Put it on down in the comment section. I want to know. He's crooked, y'all. He's crooked, and they know he's crooked. Move right along.
Trump is officially a convicted felon. Here are the 3 things he will not be able to do from now. Number 3, vote. As a convicted felon, Donald Trump will lose his right to vote in certain states. For instance, in Florida, felons lose their voting rights until they complete their sentences, including parole or probation, and pay any fines. However, states like Vermont and Maine allow felons to vote even while incarcerated, showing significant variation across the country. Number 2, can't travel abroad. Convicted felons often face significant travel restriction. For example, they may be denied entry to countries like Canada, which has strict border control policies for individuals with criminal records. This can severely limit Trump's ability to travel internationally for personal or business reasons, a restriction that affects millions of Americans with felony convictions. But can he still run for president? Yes, can still legally run for president. The U.S. Constitution does not prohibit convicted felons from running for or holding the office of the president. And you, do you think Trump deserves this? Let me know in the comments.
So he can't vote. We don't want you voting because you are a convicted felon. Well, in some states he can. I don't know all the states. Y'all can Google it for yourself. He can't travel abroad. Can't go nowhere overseas to talk with some of the leaders. Can't do it. But he can still run for president and be the president from behind bars. Whew. Listen to this young man right here. Each time I look at these videos, I get even more pissed off, y'all. This world, these people, these Democrats, even the rhinos, they doomed. They're doomed. Listen to this. Listen.
It should come as absolutely no surprise in deep blue New York, where everybody's terrified to stand up for the truth, that the jury found Trump guilty on all charges. Now, this doesn't mean Trump will necessarily go to jail, but it does mean he could, and it doesn't stop him from running for president, but it is absolute horseshit. This should absolutely be overturned in appeals, but again, it depends on whether or not people want to piss off the mob. Just whatever you do, don't get baited into doing anything stupid or even suggesting that you might. I mean, you should absolutely use your First Amendment, and if conservatives don't use this as a reason to go out and protest the bullshit, I have no idea what it's ever going to take for you to do something. But just make sure you actually keep that peaceful and don't say or do anything outside of peaceful. You know they are so desperate for any excuse. It turns out there was a deadline on how long lefties would give a shit about January 6th, and that deadline has expired, which means they need a new talking point. Don't give it to them.
What he's saying is, January the 6th, Democrats blame Republicans for what happened at the Capitol. He's saying don't give them any excuse now. Don't go there acting crazy and whatever, jumping on the buildings and spray painting. Don't do that. Just go there and protest peacefully. Well, we know what happened during January 6th. We know who was acting crazy. We saw the people when they let them inside the Capitol through the fence. We saw who was doing that, okay? It was the Capitol Police. They let the people in. They let them inside the Capitol. It was peaceful inside the Capitol. They wasn't spray painting. They wasn't doing nothing. They were just looking around at the nice pictures and stuff. Walking through. They even let the guy out of jail with the horns. These prosecutors... You trying to tell me most of the prosecutors in the states are always Republicans? It's not Republicans. Democrats. That's what I'm trying to say. All of them are Democrats. That's what it seems to be. Y'all. But not in my county, not where I live. Oh, no. Jury of his peers. I'm telling y'all. Pay close attention to what this guy said. Trump has rights, y'all. Trump has been violated by our U.S. government system. Violated. Just like some of y'all being violated. Listen to what he says. Listen.
You believe Donald Trump's constitutional rights were violated?
In many ways, yes.
How so?
Well, if you look at, for example, the gag order that was put in place, and you had a situation where President Trump, who's on the campaign trail and is trying to compete with voices that are saying things every day that he cannot respond to without the risk of being fined, which he was, or going to prison for violating it. That affects not only President Trump, that affects every voter, whether they're going to vote for President Trump or against President Trump, that affects every single voter in this country because they don't get to hear from the candidate. We very much disagree with that order. We appealed that as well. There was a lot about what happened over the past year that, I sit here tonight, the verdict just came down today, but really there's a lot that's happened over the past year that I think that Americans should look very hard at. Just the whole way this case was charged. The district attorney says that this type of case is a bread and butter, that they do these cases all the time. That is not true. It's just not true. This is a case that the records of President Trump's personal records, his personal checkbook from 2017, is what he was on trial for. That does not happen all the time.
That don't happen like that, y'all. So they doing Trump like that. Are they going to go back on everybody's checkbook? Yours too? The other politicians, Biden? Are they going to go back on everybody? That's the fair thing to do, isn't it? Huh? The other politicians. What about the judge? What about his personal checkbook, his finances? What about him and the prosecutors and all the civilians? What about them? Now it's just going to be you Republicans. That's who it's going to be. Y'all, this is awful. Let me continue on. This video is becoming too long, but I'm pissed off. Thank you for continuing to stay with me, watching the entire video. Thank you.
Trump found guilty on all 34 counts. I'm happy. I could not be happier. This country is the greatest country in the world because we're about to elect a convicted felon for president. Trump 2024.
When I first saw that, I thought he was happy that Trump was prosecuted. I was like, what? But then I was like, no, he's not happy about that. He's really not happy about all this stuff that's going on. He said Trump 2024. But I'm telling y'all, the Democrats are having a ball, y'all. They love it. They are loving this right here. They got all these memes out. Look at this one. 2024 presidential debate. Trump behind bars. Look at him. Look at that. Behind bars. Debating Biden, who can barely stand up and walk. So they're saying he's going to be behind bars. That's what they praying and hoping for. But watch what you pray for, especially when it comes to other people, especially if you praying for things to happen to other people. Just might happen to you. Now, I'm not praying for things to happen to other people. I'm telling you, things are going to happen to you. Okay? I'm not praying that it does. I'm praying, okay, that you get some damn common sense. I'm praying that you ain't for all this mess that's going on with Trump. Because sooner or later, it's going to be happening to you, the people. Oh, yeah, you, the civilians. It's going to happen to y'all, too. Because what? The government wants to take control of your lives. But y'all can't see it with what's happening right here with Donald Trump. This is just the beginning for your ass. You don't even believe it, though. Look at this right here. Hey, Donald, your Uber is here. Hillary Clinton driving a bus, a prison bus. Hillary Clinton, the woman who deleted all her email, government email that was on her computer at home, government server at her house. She ain't in jail. All the stuff she did, she ain't in jail. None of them in jail. Biden, like I said. Obama, none of them. He mishandled funds, okay, with his donations. Mishandled the funds. Do you think he in jail? You think they trying to put him in jail, y'all? Do you? No, they ain't. I'm sick of this. They're going to hell, y'all. They're going to hell. People, I'm going to tell you, far left people who believe in all this mess right here, what's going on with Donald Trump. you better get on your knees and pray to your God. Especially with what's going on with this trial and what happened. And if you are cheering this on, if you are, the Lord is going to take care of you, because he don't like this type of chaos in this world. He don't like what's happening to Donald Trump. He don't like it, okay? God put people out here to speak for us, and Donald Trump was one of them. Yes, he's a man. Yes, he sins. Yes, he say things he shouldn't say. And so do you. So who are you to persecute and prosecute someone by what they say and do? When you sin your own self, because you're not perfect. You are not the man that walked on that damn water. You ain't that man. So sit your ass down and shut up. That's what I'm saying. Whew. With all that being said, y'all, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.